What's up, everybody? We're back for another blog post from Bungie. This time, it's This Week at Bungie for September 16th, 2021, published by Cosmo. This week at Bungie, we sent you out on a new quest. It's a new week, and we kicked off a brand new quest. Ager's Scepter is a weapon worthy of a king or a prince. Either way, it's yours for the taking. Sorry, Crow. No hard feelings since you did, you know. Got a little video that you can watch. Check it out. This new exotic Stasis trace rifle is sure to chill your enemies out. I was going to start listing off Mr. Freeze quotes, but I'll spare you this time. If you have purchased Season of the Lost, you can start this quest by speaking with the Queen, Marisav. If you've already obtained the weapon, nice job. You can start hunting for the catalyst after the reset on September 21st. That is not all that is going on this week. We've heard some chatter around some new discoveries in the Shattered Realm. We don't like spoiling secrets though, so you'll need to go investigate. Or just go check YouTube, we aren't the boss of you. We've also released a new calendar this week to showcase some of the beats coming later in the Season of the Lost as we lead up to the Witch Queen early next year. Not exactly the roadmap I was expecting to get, but August through September, we've got obviously Season of the Lost Begins, Crossplay Live, Astral Alignment and Shattered Realm, Legendary Weapon Quests, Exotic Quest, and Revamp Trials of Osiris Begins, so all that's already happened. October and November, we've got the Festival of the Lost event, which has masks, candy, and something new here that says Haunted Sectors Activities. So no more Haunted Forest. About damn time. And then Season of the Lost updates. We've got Grandmaster Nightfalls, as well as Astral Alignment and Shattered Realm difficulty options. And then coming early December through February, we have the Bungie 30th Anniversary event. That brings in the new dungeon, Galahorn Exotic Quest, new 6-player offensive, iconic weapons from Bungie's past, and much more, as well as seasonal events of Moments of Triumph and The Dawning. Then we have Season of Redacted, begins on September 22nd, 2022. Moving quite along. Line for the Lighthouse. Last week, Trials of Osiris returned after a mini hiatus for the first few weeks of the season. We made a lot of changes to the mode, and we've been eagerly waiting to see your reaction. Judging by the data and the feedback, it looks like you are enjoying the changes overall. Here are the few stats from the first weekend. 750,000 players played Trial, more than we have ever seen since the early days of D2. Not only that, 120,000 of those were first-time ever players, and another 470,000 hadn't played recently. 237,000 players went flawless, with 105,000 players going flawless for the first time ever. That's really big. That's impressive. Historical. On an average of 30% of active players played Trials each day this weekend, topping out at over 32% on Saturday. No day prior had ever gone above 21%. Over 2.8 million hours on Trials were played this weekend, eclipsing the highest prior single week total by a whopping 600,000 hours. Here's a graph showing the historical data of player count over time to give you an idea of just how impactful this last weekend was. Wow. So the next biggest weekend was middle February, where that got to slightly over 400,000 players. God, that's insane. It's literally off the chart. That's really cool to see. Ooh, what happened in the very beginning of June? That was less than like 25,000 players going. Oof. All right, moving quite along. Early impressions aside, we aren't popping the champagne bottles and taking a victory lap yet. We're extremely happy with how the first weekend went, but we know there's always some room for improvement. In fact, we already have some changes planned. Keep waiting to find out more. So these are the upcoming changes. Tomorrow, there will be a few changes going live for the second week of Trials of Osiris. We aren't satisfied with the matchmaking experience for players after 7 wins. that area of matchmaking has a significantly higher rate of 5 to 0 games than we'd like. While we are enabling a flawless matchmaking pool, however, we want to make sure that there are enough flawless players to maintain a good matchmaking time. So, we are waiting until Friday afternoon to turn this on, and we will be watching player reactions and matchmaking analytics all weekend to make sure it is behaving properly. We're also not happy with the experience of players who have had a bad streak of getting repetitively thrashed 5-0, so we're enabling some matchmaking help if someone runs into several blowout matches. This temporary help mechanic clears up once they start winning again, so don't think someone will cheese a flawless by tanking for a few games and then have a weekend of smooth sailing. That's actually really good to know. Lastly, we are enabling the quinter penalties that we use on the Glory playlists, giving you a 30-minute timeout if you quit out of too many games. We're going to be watching this and have some harsher plans if players continue to abandon their fire teams. That sounds lovely. And next week, in addition to our first Trials Labs, spoiler alert, it's Capture Zone Trials, we'll be disabling the special ammo replenishment on Revive. You'll still get ammo if you kill someone or when you start the next round. We are also disabling the matchmaking counter on the Trials of Osiris lobby, so you won't be able to see how many players have joined, but we'll still be told when they join. We also fixed an issue preventing you from being able to masterwork weapons from Saint 14's rank rewards. Big thanks to everyone who showed up to play last weekend, from the hardcore flawless or bust players to anyone who tried out the mode for the first time. All of your feedback and data from playing has been extremely helpful in allowing us to continue to improve Trials. And good luck tomorrow. Fixes coming in hot. Get your fixes here. Another hotfix went live today. You can check out the video about that after this one. But it looks like I don't think all of this stuff was in it. So here's a couple things that got fixed beforehand. A little sneak peek. The barriers around the Scorch Cannons and the Fallen Walker public event will no longer repel players and block heroic completions. Strike Streaks will now work as intended. The Dawn Chorus Exotic Warlock Helmet correctly extends burn damage on enemies. And the Sweet Spotter Triumph now correctly progresses when killing Vex Wyverns with precision damage. So all of you guys that have been trying to get Deadeye can now get the Deadeye seal. Bungie name changes. Earlier this week, we changed the Bungie names of an additional 700 players who Bungie name violated our code of conduct. Players affected by this change will have their name set to Guardian. We will continue to investigate and change Bungie names for those that try to skirt the line or that we feel should be acted upon. The option for players to change their own Bungie names will become available in a future update. If players see a name that they feel should be removed, please report them in-game or in your recent games history on Bungie.net. Actually, I didn't know you could go to your recent games history on Bungie.net and do stuff. That's very helpful to know. Alright. So, we have a hotfix, 3.3.0.3, extended downtime, looks like on Thursday, September 23rd, so next week. Extended downtime for Destiny 2 is scheduled in preparation for the hotfix, 3.3.0.3. Players will be removed from activities at 5 a.m. and will be unable to log in until 10 a.m. This is all Pacific. Please note that times may be subject to change during this maintenance period. So what is happening that's so big? Jesus. Alright, here are some known issues. Trials of Osiris rank reward weapons cannot be masterworked. When inspecting the Shadow's Gloves Warlock armor, there is a gap between the player's arms and torso. Having champion mods equipped when visiting the Wish Wall in Last Wish may result in bird errors. The Titan interlaced gauntlets have parts of the armor floating, disconnected from the arms. Tracing the Stars 1 displays the same location for Skew Atlas, or Atlas skews twice. The hidden location is Distant Spine Tree Island. Or Island Tree, whatever. Horror's Lease is dropping at 0 power from the Corrupted Nightfall. Players can purchase a second passage and accidentally overwrite a 7-win passage. The Corrupted Nightfall Triumph to score over 100,000 points isn't counting points correctly. For a full list of emergent issues in D2, you can review the known issues article. Moving down, we have the movie of the weeks. Just gonna move right along that. Ooh, artist of the week. So, one of Cosmo's favorite bi-weekly rituals is getting to browse the community art and select a few of them off here. With DMG out of the office, his meddling won't get in the way of my impeccable taste, and I get the honor of making the picks for the next few weeks. Not alone, of course. Of course, there are several atheists or aesthetists here at Bungie who help curate our selections. So we've got the Lovebirds, Saint and Osiris. That is very cute. I love the actual birds there. The lads just chilling. Shax, that's Shax. Saladin, that's Saladin. And Zavala, wow, I'm out of it. As always, if you see your art here, please make a quick reply to your original post with a link to your Bungie.net profile. This will let us know where to send your special emblem. But before we go, we wanted to share a few more stats with you. Some of these are Destiny lifetime stats. Some of them are what you've managed to accumulate in just the last year of playing. But all are a testament to your dedication. Destiny lifetime. Total Guardians, 187 million. Total hours played, 9.8 billion. That's insane. And it just keeps growing. In the last year, Atheon defeats in Vault of Glass is 2 million. And Taniks eliminations in Deepstone Crypt, 3.5 million. How fast do you think we can lift that number up to an even 10 billion hours? That's about 1,100,000 years played. And always, just remember to take breaks and drink plenty of water. Love, Cosmo. That's all we've got for this week at Bungie. If you have any questions, definitely head over to Twitter. You got community managers there that can definitely help you out. I would love to see an actual longer roadmap, or more flushed out roadmap per se. But, till next time, Guardians, stay safe.